I fucking ripped the cartilage in my rib. I was like, I can't even fight this motherfucker. Fuck that. I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I was fucked up in that fight. Yeah, we're fighting a third time.
He's the voice of the streets and the fists of Stockton. Nate Diaz, the man for whom MMA isn't a sport, it's a war. And in that war, disrespect is paid for in blood.
Hey, I'm not surprised.
Nate Diaz! Nate Diaz has done it! What a capstone he puts on the trilogy here tonight! Another knee for Diaz! Oh, Nate Diaz!
Huge knees!
Oh, Pettis is down!
In this episode, we'll talk about the most unforgettable moments when Nate's opponents wished they had kept their mouths shut. So sit back and watch as the OG from Stockton lays down his rules, his way.
Why back at 155 and not 170?
That's just the way things worked out, you know. They give me a list of names at 170, and it was like never heard of any of them. Michael Johnson's ranked number 5. He's a better option than the other ones.
By December 2015, Nate had had enough. Yeah, let's skip the long introductions. We're talking about Nate freaking Diaz here, a man tired of being matched with nobodies. He had already made a name for himself in the UFC, and not just in one division. You've seen many of his legendary fights. We've covered them on this channel before. But that night, Nate made his return after a year-long layoff at UFC on Fox. Johnson versus Diaz, held in Orlando, Florida, headlined by Cowboy versus RDA. But every real fan knew the real main event was Nate Diaz versus Michael Johnson.
He's a Diaz brother. You know, they come in tough. They come in ready to fight regardless of their situation, regardless of how much work they put in the gym. He's going to come in and fight. And I don't think that loss really affects who he is now and who he once was. You know, he's still one of the best guys in the division. He always will be. But being that said, he was here. It was his time long ago. Now it's my time, and I'm going to come in and dominate.
Final thing, how are you going to react when he starts talking smack to you, egging you on and things like that?
Right,
you like
here,
that?
Right there, that smile right there. Yeah, that motivates me. You know, if he's doing that, then I know he's not focused on the fight. He's focused on talking trash and getting in my head, and that means he's losing once he starts doing that. So that means a job well done for me.
The media knew it too. Pre-fight interviews, press attention. Nate was the story. Even Ariel Helwani couldn't stay away. But that wasn't the highlight. During fight week, things got wild, in true Diaz fashion. Nate and Johnson clashed before even stepping into the octagon. He got inside Michael's head, played him like a guitar, and completely broke his composure.
You know, I'm walking kind of minding my own business. I just want to stare at him to really see what he's thinking and really see how he's acting towards me. And of course, you know, I walked by him. He was by one guy. He didn't say anything. He didn't run his mouth. I come back out, and then he's with 6 other people. So now the real tough guy talk comes on, and he just starts running his mouth, asking me what I'm looking at. You know, of course, I come back, tell him I'm looking at you. You know, like what are you gonna do about it? You know, so he gets real tough. He calls me a bitch, does this, does that, and then he waits till a lot of people gets around before he pushes me, which is really funny to me. So, you know, we both went our separate ways. You know, he kind of ran off and started flipping me off, but there's no time for all that. You know, tomorrow we're going to fight. Tomorrow we're going to see who the real tough guy is. So you can talk and put on a show in front of your friends, but you can't carry your boys in that cage with you. And once that door locks, it's just going to be me and you. So I hope you're ready and bring that same energy.
When the cage door finally shut, Stockton took over. Nate fed Michael Johnson a buffet of crisp 1-2s, boxing combinations so clean that Johnson started questioning his entire career. The self-proclaimed striker was exposed by a guy who'd been inactive for a year. Nate walked him down, battered his face, and punished him for disrespect.
You know, it was an incredible experience. First off, you know, Nate's an incredible fighter, and you know, we went on there and gave you guys exactly what everybody wanted, and that was a fight of the night performance. But you really don't know how you're gonna react until he starts doing it, and you know, he sucked me in. So, you know, congrats to him.
And don't worry, we're saving the McGregor saga for dessert. Right now, let's jump to August 2019 for another masterpiece, one of Nate's greatest comebacks.
Pettis just say something to you?
Yeah, he didn't say put his head down and look down, but he's walking by like he's tight. And you know what? Call him a bitch right here because he thinks he's tight. He's been talking that in the internet and like want to act like you don't see me when he's here, but don't act like you want to fight or act tight if you're not gonna do shit.
The world's best league, the UFC, finally realized something. You don't market Nate Diaz like a typical fighter. You adapt to him. Because Diaz doesn't bend to systems. Systems bend to Diaz. By this point, Nate had it all. Fame, money, and his own legend. He'd stepped out of his brother Nick's shadow and became a standalone superstar. So when he decided to take a break after the McGregor rematch, nobody was surprised. 3 years later, he returned and made it count. At UFC 241, he faced longtime rival Anthony Showtime Pettis. Their beef had been simmering for years, and now it was time to settle it.
I see my hand getting raised, man. I feel like Nate Diaz had 3 years off. I'm not impressed with what he's done. I mean, he beat McGregor. Other than that, who has he beat? So I've been fighting. I've been on the front line since I came in this sport. I'm fighting the best in the world, always. Well, it's a 3-round fight, and I'm predicting to finish. You know, I feel like he hasn't been around for 3 years. I've been fighting the best in the world. I just knocked out a guy who's never been knocked out, and I'm gonna find his chin. So once I find that chin, it's only a matter of time. No, we're not cool. Like me and Nate are not cool. I mean, like we never had any kind of relationship other than him throwing his middle fingers up at me. So you do that to me, then I'm assuming we have a problem. But now after this unfolds, there's no real problem, man. I feel like he was jealous of where I was at in my career, or he was at in his career. He got the McGregor fight, got his little income up, got his little followers up, and now he's content.
And man, Nate didn't disappoint. It seems the longer he takes off, the more dangerous he becomes. After a year off, he destroyed Michael Johnson. After 3 years, he massacred Anthony Pettis. The former champ had no answers. Diaz walked him down, boxed him up, clinched him, elbowed him, made Pettis look like a rookie. It was a Stockton clinic.
Man, that is crazy. You know, I respect Diaz though. Now that we fought, you know, obviously we had our beef, you know, coming up, but I respect him. Man, he's a fighter's fighter. You know, like he's not afraid to take the risk, and he always says it. He's like, there's not real fighters left in MMA. Like when I fought everybody. You know, I would come off a loss to Ferguson and fight Wonder Boy. You know, like that doesn't really happen like now. There's more businessmen in MMA now. Like.
And now, the grand finale, the most chaotic, iconic, and unforgettable saga in Nate's career, his rivalry with Conor McGregor.
2015 was my year. 2016 is also my year. Every year is my fucking year.
After that win over Johnson, the same fight we started with, Nate took the mic during a live broadcast and dropped one of the most legendary call-outs in UFC history. He went full uncensored mode, blasting McGregor live on air and forcing the poor network editor to frantically censor every other word. Nate accused Conor of stealing everything he had fought for, and the crowd went insane. Whether it was fate, karma, or just good matchmaking, the fight actually happened, and it became one of the biggest stories in combat sports history.
He even tried to pick on John Anik the other day. He has a bully mentality until a real man shows up. Like Mike Tyson said, he's scared of a real man.
John Anik, fuck you. How about that?
Yeah, he's like a little cholo gangster from the hood. But at the same time, he coaches kids jiu-jitsu on a Sunday morning and goes on bike rides with the elderly. He makes gun signs with the right hand and animal balloons with the left hand. So you're a credit to the community. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I don't give a what you say, motherfucker. Yeah, thugging on mine, motherfucker. What you got?
Those press conferences between Nate and Conor, absolute gold. Their back and forths, insults and one-liners turned every appearance into pure theater. In just 2 weeks, their feud exploded so much that the UFC had no idea where to put them next. Every camera in the world wanted a piece.
Hey Conor, Nate, it's Jane Wells with CNBC. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm going to talk about money because we are the business network and the business of the UFC and all that.
I'll take
sort of
over
stuff.
from here, Nate. You can bounce. Take a coffee break, Nate. And by coffee break, I mean bring me my coffee.
No. They want you to give us a quick count to 10, both of you gentlemen, if you don't mind, just if you wouldn't mind counting to 10.
Nate can only count to 5. 10. Count to 5, Nate, will you, if you can?
You can't.
You up with that coffee.
I ain't counting. How about
and
that?
who are you up with that coffee?
Of course, McGregor tried to clown Nate, talking his usual trash. But Diaz, calm, slow, unbothered, was like kryptonite to Conor's verbal attacks. He didn't flinch, he didn't break, he just stared, laughed, and waited.
I'm here to kill or be killed in Stockton, California. Fuck this little bitch. Fuck you.
It's another day for me. One pulls out, another one steps in. I'm used to it. I was just giggling at his little soft body. I've never seen a skinny guy. How can a fat guy be so skinny at the same time? It amuses me, but I'm looking forward to go in there, put the martial arts back into the game.
And when that octagon door closed, all the talk stopped. Nate Diaz shocked the entire world, submitting Conor McGregor in the second round. Conor's famous left hand couldn't stop Stockton's gangster. The longer the fight went, the stronger Nate became. He drained McGregor's gas tank, slapped him around, and choked him out cold. It was one of the biggest moments of 2016, the night the Stockton soldier conquered the king of hype.
Bitter pill to swallow. I took a shot. I went at it. I feel I was simply inefficient with my energy. Usually I fight a man in the division I am champion in, and they crumble under those shots. But Nate took them very well.
When the next round started, it came quicker than I thought. And when I started landing shots, I was like, this is a wrap, because you ain't going no farther than this. I could tell by the landed punches and how his punches started. I started smothering his punches and they started easing up, and I was like, and then I had him on the cage and I was like, you don't have shit to say now, do you? And then I put a knee in his stomach and I heard him go, huh, and I was like, yeah, this is good, and then all of a sudden he's shooting for a takedown, and I'm like, oh, you're a wrestler now. You're a wrestler. I remember I'm the black belt in jiu-jitsu, and you're shooting on me now, so me and you know that this is a wrap. This is a wrap.
Nate Diaz isn't just a fighter, he's a phenomenon. A raw cocktail of sarcasm, defiance, and brotherly loyalty. He talks the way he fights, slow, rough, unfiltered, with that signature smirk. He doesn't try to please anyone. He doesn't care about being politically correct. He's the anti-hero fans can't help but love, because he's real. Will we ever see Nate Diaz back in the UFC? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. See you soon, and remember, Stockton slaps never miss.